Hey, what's going on? Cal Bobby here, and I'm gonna be teaching you a couple things on some performance tweaks. So I'm gonna point out a few things here. So we have Asus GPU tweak, we have Mem tweak it, Asus's All Suite 3, Turbo V Core. We got Intel Rapid Storage RAID configuration. We have my NZXT water CPU cooler software, and then we have RAM Catch, which is another Asus program. So why don't we start out with RAM Catch? So RAM Catch basically takes a portion of your memory or RAM, and it uses it to cache your disk to accelerate it. So right now I have 2,700 megabytes for system cache, and that is caching my RAID volume. So if you can see here, I have 245 gig RAID volume, which, by the way, always open this optimize menu here and trim this. That'll improve the performance of it. But that was just a side note. Anyways, so that is for my RAID volume. Now, speaking of RAID volumes, if you go into Intel's rapid storage technology, we have a couple menus here. So we have up here we have where it says performance. You're going to want to open that, and then you're going to want to go to where it says link management or link power management, and you're going to want to disable that. Then you're going to want to go down to your RAID array or volume. You're going to want to disable write catcher buffer flushing, and then once you do that, it'll unlock the ability to turn the catch mode to what's called write back, which not that it's very interesting, but write back improves the read and write performance of the RAID or recovery volume. In write back catch mode, the RAID controller acknowledges write IO's requests immediately after it loads into the controller's cache. The application can continue working without waiting for the data to physically be written to the hard drive. So it makes it much quicker, but if it's enabled, then like I said, the buffer flushing has to be disabled. So those are what you would want to do to accelerate your RAID volume. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is GPU tweak. So GPU tweak, we have a monitor menu over here where we can monitor system performance. So you have like the clock speed, the memory clock, and the temperature. So I'm going to close that out. If you hit advanced mode, you'll see we can have some different menus here. We have the GPU boost clock, the voltage, the memory clock, both fan controllers, the power target, and then the temp target. So what I do is I boost my GPU boost clock to 100. It's moderate, I know, but I've tested this. I do my memory clock to about 50, and then I take my fan speed and I bump it all the way up on both. Then last thing before I hit save, you're going to want to take the power target and max it out all the way, and then click apply. When you're done doing that, go ahead and click Game Booster. What this going to do is it's just going to optimize settings to boost performance. So hit start. You'll see it's boosting the visual effects, the system services, and then it's going to defrag the memory. So we'll minimize that. Next thing I want to show you will be All Suite. So All Suite is an awesome program made by Asus. Let's give it a second here to open. So once it opens, we have a broad variety of tools here. We have the TPU Insight, which basically is going to be the settings for your overall CPU's settings. So it's going to have the core ratio, the AVX offset, the CPU catch ratio, and then it's going to have the optimism scale. The optimism scale, the higher it is, the higher the overclock it'll attempt to apply. The more generous it's going to be. The lower the optimistic scale, the more frugal it'll be, the more stable it'll be, but you won't get as high of clock speeds and frequencies. So on mine, I just do group tuning so I can control all of the CPU cores, and then I bump it up to, we'll say 5.2 gigahertz. Now, if the ambient temperature was really warm, I would use an AVX offset, but because it's a little chilly, I don't use one. So I go ahead, click apply, and then it's going to quickly apply the settings. Taking a minute to load here. Let me see here. So my CPU is at, it's only at 5 gigahertz. Interesting. Let's try it with Turbo vCore. So Turbo vCore is a more minimalistic view, but as you can see, we have the all the cores, and then again we have the group tuning option. So we'll do that, and we'll bump it up to 5.2. We'll hit apply, and now let's check Task Manager. There we go. So Task Manager is always a hair under what it actually is. So it says 5.18. It's really 5.2. Same thing, right? Alright, so the next thing I'm going to show you is NVIDIA Control Panel. Any second now. What the heck? Alright, we'll get to that last. So instead, let me go ahead and show you. Oh, the last thing I wanted to show you, my power settings. So I have my screen and my sleep set to never. Do create new power plan. Click high performance, click next. Create. Click change on plan settings. Make sure those are set to never, then click change advanced power settings. Now over here, you're going to want to make sure this is set to 0. That means it won't shut off your NVMe, your SSD drives. It won't shut them off, so they'll always be available for read and write. Down here, make sure minimum processor state is set to 100. And then go ahead and click apply, click OK, and then save the changes. Now, go into your settings. Go ahead and make sure you have all your drivers up to date. Oh shit, Microsoft update, whatever. Another way you can do it is by going into Device Manager. I always check my display adapter. So here's my RTX 2070. Then we have my processor, i7-9700K, and we have my system devices. So you can see I have a Intel 300 series chipset, and it's actually it's a Intel Xeon 5th and 6th gen PCI controller, believe it or not. So it's actually the same as in a Xeon. Other than that, your network adapters, you might want to update your network adapters. Make sure you're getting full speed on your internet connection. So I just update my Ethernet. So it'll search for drivers. As you can see, they're already installed. So as you can see, we are pretty much good to go performance-wise. The last thing is my water cooling software, which is NZXT. Go into tuning, go to the fan, make sure it's all the way up. Go to the CPU pump, make sure that's all the way up. Get a good reading, so I'm at 33 degrees, 5.2.3. My GPU is at a whopping 27 degrees, with my fan speeds at 2675. Wow, it's fast. Anyways, if you have any other questions or other tips that you can think of for better performance, feel free to comment or leave me a message. Or if you have ideas for any future videos that you would like me to do, let me know. Other than that, thanks for listening. Appreciate it.